Good morning. It is Wednesday morning. We are once again standing at the foot of the cross in our fellowship hall. The message I'd like to share with you today is not just for the Trinity students for today. It does also include Trinity students from the past. And I'd invite you to share this with your family, parents, and friends as well. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 says, I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to help you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. So much has changed around here since March 13th. With the lockdown and the virus, stories, news, newspaper articles, that sometimes we get to where we feel like we may have lost out on things. We've missed out on a lot. We've heard a lot of those things. So many changes. Like maybe for you, it's a sporting event that you missed out on. School itself, perhaps. It's time spent with friends. Prom, possibly. Or even your own graduation. We hear about everything being virtual now. Unknown what college is going to be like in the future could be a question we have. Or maybe even for some of you, do you have wedding plans, possibly, that are being put on hold or very much abbreviated compared to what you would have chosen to do on your wedding day? The list is endless. But this morning I'd like to share a story with you, and it is written by Theodore Geisel, also known as Dr. Seuss, and this is called, Oh, the Places You'll Go. Congratulations, today is your day. Go off to great places, you're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose. And you're on your own, and you know what you know. And you are the guy who will decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets. Look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there. It's the wide open air. Out there, things can happen, and frequently do, to people as brainy and footsy as you. And then things start to happen. Don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along. You'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar on high heights. You won't lag behind because you have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say, so sadly, but it's true, that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on, you'll be left in a lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right? Or right and 3/4? Or maybe not quite? Or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not. I'm afraid you will find for a mind maker-upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start into race down long wiggled roads at a break-necking pace and grind on for miles, weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, toward a most useless place, the waiting place, for people just waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or the waiting around for a yes or no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for the wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all the waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing. With banner flip flapping, once more you'll ride high. Ready for anything under the sky. Ready because you're that kind of guy. Oh, the places you'll go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame. You'll be as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you on TV, except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too, games you can't win, because you'll play against you. All alone, whether you like it or not, alone will be something. You'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go, though the weather be foul. On you will go, though your enemies prowl. On you will go, though the hack and cracks howl. Onward up many a frightening creek. Though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak, on and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far and face up to your problems wherever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course. You already know. You'll get mixed up with the many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact. And remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So, be your name Buxbaum, or Bixby, or Bray, or Mordecai Ali von Allen O'Shea. You're off to the great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So, get on your way. You know, that story is a lot of fun, but you know, there's a lot more to it than what's in that story. And I would just like to add one thing to that. I would like you to be encouraged today. I've been at Trinity for many years, and I have come and had many of the best kids ever in my classroom and also on the playing field. My years of Trinity, I coached for 26 years in boys and or girls basketball and volleyball. We had some great teams. And I have something for you. You know, there are disappointments with losses sometimes. There's great joy with wins. But the most important to remember is experience is what you get when you don't get what you want. And the news that I have for you is that what is ahead is way more important than what is left behind. Wins and losses? No. Life expectations and life experience? Yes. You matter very much to Jesus. He's your number one fan, and he's crazy about you. He is always there for you. You are always in his sight. So look to God for all your answers. He has them. He knows what your future holds because he holds your future and your plans in his hands. Go with God and run the good race. I pray that the words in your heart and on your lips will always be, "This is the day which the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." I love you, all of you.